At the time of Al's diagnosis, at the beginning of 2006, we were living in Philadelphia, where we had lived for many, many years. We have 4 children. At that time, our oldest son, Alistair, was 23, he and his wife, Lauren. Our daughter, Rebecca, was 21, senior in college. Our daughter, Eowyn, was in 9th grade, and our son, Alden, was in 7th grade.
I remember getting a phone call. We were staying with some friends, and we'd known for about a month that this was a possibility, in fact, even a likelihood. And so there's the uncertainty and the difficulty of that, but I remember when my dad called, and I knew why he was calling, and even just there, in that very first phone call, I feel like more or less the full weight of it hit me.
There are a lot of things that can trigger a sense of grief. Some of them predictable, going to weddings, walking through the anniversary section of the card store, the grocery store, but definitely sensory things. So you might see something or hear a snatch of a song, but they can just take you right back into that fierce, hard sense of grief. We ended with the title Grief Undone, and I like it because grief is very real, it's painful, it can be overwhelming and life-dominating, but the hope that we have in God because of Jesus defeating death is also very real and overwhelming and life-dominating in a good way. And what I tried to do through the book, and what I hope I did, is show that both things exist at the same time. The format of the book is basically traces our story through Al's cancer and beyond. It has a few chapters at the beginning that sort of introduce us, and a few chapters at the end that look back from this distance now, 7 or 8 years after his death. And I intentionally kept almost all the chapters very, very short, because people who read it may be grieving, and when you're grieving, you don't have a very long attention span. I hope more than anything that they will be able to see through the book that God was with us. It was definitely God who gave us the strength, who sustained us and comforted us and supported us. And that's not because we were something special or unique, it's because of who He is. And so I hope that people will be able to see, I can trust God and I can go to Him, turn to Him, and He will be there with me.